we have got Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat, aka the cat from Tom and Jerry. Um, See, I always thought Tom and Jerry were Looney Tunes, but I guess I was wrong. They were like their own separate thing. Um, Maybe I just think that because of like Tweety Bird and Sylvester. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. My point being, that in this fight, I think I'm gonna go with, I don't know. I think I'll go with Wile E. Coyote because he is actually smart. If his own universe was not filled with rules that literally like worked against him to make him always lose against the Roadrunner, he probably could catch and eat him. So I don't think he's gonna lose to a fucking cat that's constantly being beat up by a fucking mouse. But who fucking knows, right? Um, yeah, so let's hop right into this one. You foolish furball, you cost me dinner. It's funny if he's gonna fucking respond with cards the whole time.
Cat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
He's with
How nice is a fan one?
And
That's
it's
pretty
our
cool.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
The
death,
death battle. Another crazy Team
In
Force one.
tales told over shimmering campfire by the tribes people of North America, there was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the
Wait,
Miwok,
really?
he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens.
I live in Canada, and coyotes are coyotes. They're nothing special.
To give to humanity.
Not
To
even a
the Sewetbuck,
nuisance.
he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote stalked
Whoa, full name Wile Ethelbert Coyote. Species Carnivorous vulgaris, Roadrunnerus digestus, Oedipus anythingus, Famicius, Oedipus almost anythingus. Didn't we already do that one? Oh, almost anythingus. This one was Oedipus anythingus. Okay. Etius Verdius, Famicius Fantasticus, Eternali Famici, uh, Famicius Vulgaris Ingeniusi, oh my god. I'm gonna do it. If you don't want to hear me fucking read all these, just skip ahead, because I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna fucking read them all. Famius, Famicius, Etius Labius, Hardheadius, O Odesipus, Carnivorous Slabius, Hardheadipus Ravenous, Everready Oedipus, Appetitus Giganticus, Hungry Fleabagius, Overconfidenti Vulgaris, Caninus Nervus Rex, Grotescus Appetitus, Nemesis Reticuli, Dogius Ignorami, Horse Macocius, Poultrius Devourus, Caninus Laterans, Cesatus Operatus Idicus, Canis Idicus, Valius Flatius, Tournicus Valerius, Starvinius Loserus, Rapcosius Researchi, Lickety Lispius, Fastidius Vasticactus, Genius Menius, Sneakius Starvingus, Sneakius Criterus, Dedus Metus, Neverus Learnus, Glutinus Maximus, Neverendus Appetitus, Coyotes Defeaticus, Coyotes in Amar Amarius? Amaris? I don't know. Coyotes Smugus, Coyotes Stuckfastius, Roadkillus Notquitius, and Coyotes with big. Sorry, I have to wait for this fucking thing to just go down so I can see it. Coyotes with biggest gunnius.
The American Southwest, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner, and this modern Wile.
Oh my god, there's more. Why is there more? Oh my god. Predatorus pufus, Completius indarcus, Coyoteus fedupus, Coyoteus shipshapius, Shemius neverendius, Genius Smenius, I'm pretty sure we heard that one already. Doofus ex machina. Sorry, Doofus ex machina, right? That's how you pronounce that? Machina. Uh, Schemius Offscrenius, Christemiscus Scroogius, Fantasticus Obsessive, Coyote Hap to and Run for It, Hungrius Ridiculus, Jonesius Danger Pronuncius, Deus ex ignoramus, Piltdown Chowdownian, Saldanian Sorpius, Stomachus Grumbling, Dialysis 911 exists. Really? Uh, Coyotis Moronicus, Dorcas Aplentii, Bonaflex Luerzian, Crashhorian Corsicus, Nidisus Improvementus, Stupidus Repetitibus, Eagerus Foolus, Lostrian Causicus, Epicus Phalus, Hungrimus Shredmius, Barbecupian Faulicious, Glotius Maximus, Pursuus Raptuus, and Jesus Chowicus Downus.
Coyote is driven by
Oh,
a
did not mean to hit play yet. Height 5'8" or 5'8" or 1.73 meters. Birth year 1937. IQ 207, or at least that's what he claims. Is internally hangry, which, for those of you who have never heard the word hangry before, is hungry and angry, but like, who has never heard that? Most loyal customer and occasional employee of Acme, and was inspired by Mark Twain and the pre-1949 Chase cartoons.
Prey, the Roadrunner.
Like
And
what
this
Pegasus
modern
watches in
Wile
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Coyote is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, an easy task.
Wily occasionally does speak, but most commonly it's in his crossovers with Bugs, but he is largely silent by Cage E's instructions. Okay, so that's probably why I thought he was a Looney Tune. He teams up with Bugs
Coyotes
Bunny.
are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wile manages to consistently keep
Yeah,
up
dude's
with
a
his prey
fucking
at all,
speedster.
but he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile.
But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets.
Okay, hold on. I have
almost
to
as
make
fast
sure
isn't-
everyone sees this little tidbit here. Bugs Bunny once manually filled the Grand Canyon with a normal shovel in seconds. Like, what the fuck? A feat that was over 57,300 times greater than the speed of light.
isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
And they always
He's got your
fail.
classics like dynamite.
Oh god, he has a lot of weaponry. Okay, conventional weaponry. Explosives, firearms, bow and arrow, cannons, harpoons, slingshot, crossbow, catapult, grappling hook, club, laser gun, katana, batarangs. Where the fuck did you get batarangs, bro? You just breaking into Batman's Batcave? How? Why? When? So many questions. Heat-seeking missiles, chainsaw. Bro, what? Flamethrower, net gun, blasting powder, and more. Tools, magic paint. Oh yeah, gotta mention that shit. That's a classic. Rope, giant magnets, quick drying cement, glue, grease, tar, 108-volt electric magnet, magnifying lenses, suction cups, chemistry set, flypaper, his computer, laser pens, trampoline, radar gun, curling supplies, infrared night view binoculars, and more. And special equipment. This will be all the crazy shit he gets from Acme. Decoy, dehydrated boulders, disintegrating pistol, integrating pistol, invisibility paint, magnetism gun, mecha coyote, sleeping gas, lightning bolts, book of magic, giant spray, molecular transporter, satellite laser, zero gravity spray, monsturizer and demonsterizer, ice and fire rays, weather control kit, clonomatic, time gun, portal tech, shrink ray 1000, lightsaber, instant road runner and coyotes, roadblocks, universal remote, time travel remote, portable phony hole, hunker gas, hypnotic clarinet, Pied Piper's flute, straitjacket bazooka, instant girl. What the fuck is an instant girl? What does he like? Just make an instant girl? Does it turn him into a girl? What the fuck? Whatever. Uh, Looney DNA dissolver. Oh, that's gonna be helpful. That might give Coyote the edge, because that can actually kill a Looney Tune and like cause for real damage.
Anvils and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet.
Um, Consumables: triple strength fortified leg muscle vitamins, high speed tonic, earthquake pills, bounciness potion, mutation potion, super speedy pellets, and nitro vitamins, as well as many more. Vehicles, rockets, UFO, motorcycle, steamroller, jet-propelled pogo stick and unicycle, rocket cars, helicopter, airplane, jetpack, spy car, flying broom, monster truck, magic carpet, and more. Apparel, jet-propelled tennis shoes and roller skates, various disguise. He has a Batman suit, because why not? Sorry, he has a Batman suit, an iron suit, and an Iron Man suit. What? Cactus costume, hawk suit, bouncy shoes, magician's outfit, and more, and miscellaneous. Unfoldable door, fake leg, grand piano, drone. Apparently, he's got a fucking Green Lantern ring, and etc.
Jay, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured
Bro, he's got the
IQ
other end.
of 3.
That's the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clone-O-Matic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break, but he sure can take some punishment.
Answer the call. Volunteer with Ontario Corps.
I always forget that part. Part of the reason he loses is because machines are designed to fail. Because the Roadrunners run Acme. And he's buying shit from Acme. You know this now. Like, why you keep buying their shit? You know what I mean? Like, he knows now that they run the fucking Acme Corporation. So why is he still buying their stuff? Makes zero sense. Regeneration, shapeshifting, electricity, immersion, non-physical interaction, fourth wall awareness, exemption from physics, weather manipulation, transmutation, magic, levitation, size alteration, hypnotism, exorcism, teleportation, possession, intangibility, manifestation, time travel, duplication, sealing, erasure, and more.
Still a toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely
Oh,
to
shit.
catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Loony DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the loony ones. And it's what lets them survive.
In addition to Daffy's survival of total erasure on 2 different occasions, other toons such as Furball have regenerated from soul destruction, and Bugs Bunny himself has returned from an informational destruction in Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Fatal damage up to being fully
Which,
erased
despite what
off the
people say,
page,
that was a good movie.
essentially
I enjoyed
dictating
it.
their personal
Fuck
slice
you
of
guys.
reality to whatever
Let
is
people enjoy
funny.
Like
things.
how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile developed a counter to this immortality, the Loony DNA Dissolver, which leaves toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran toon that landed
Bruh.
him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming tiny toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's
Kinda.
jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to
Universal feats are common even for weak tunes. Elmira Duff survived the end of the universe. The Warners caused a big bang, and Plucky once pulled a new universe from his pocket and unfurled it at 1.9 quintillion times light speed.
Suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a
Bruh.
cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure at his life mission.
Once blew up the sun, grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice, survived an impact the size of North America, withstood smashing a portion of the moon, matched Roadrunner's immeasurable speed, scored on the Monstars and Don Cheadle, hunted the Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, the Energizer Bunny, and the Gecko Gecko. Dude just cannot catch a
He's
win.
helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, oh snap, caught the Roadrunner! Oh wait, never mind, so damn close!
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,766,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes
Bro.
dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly.
Yeah, his universe is working
standing in
against
the way
him.
of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their
Rule number 1. The Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. Rule number 2. No outside force can harm the Coyote, only his own ineptitude or the failure of the Acme products. Rule number 3. If Coyote could stop anytime, the Coyote could stop anytime, if he were not a fanatic. A fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. So basically, he could stop anytime if he wasn't so obsessed with catching the Roadrunner that he's completely forgotten the whole point of trying to catch the Roadrunner is to eat him. No dialogue except beep beep. Rule number 5. The Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise, logically, he would not be called a Roadrunner. Rule number 6. All action must be confined to the natural environment of the two characters, the Southwest American desert. Pretty sure Rule 5 and 6 have been broken, but they mentioned that a few of them have been broken over time due to stuff changing. Rule number 7. All materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained via the Acme Corporation. Rule number 8, whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. And of course, rule number 9, that Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures.
animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping toon abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty
While other Looney Tunes creators, such as Michael Maltese, have asserted that they were unaware of these rules, Jones himself outlined them very clearly in his autobiography.
products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all
Yeah.
our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, but that only applies to the Roadrunner, so against Tom, those rules
Good, I'm
shouldn't
having
apply.
company over. Or am I?
Doesn't
Sweet
matter
and
if
small
you
stuff.
are, it's whipped
We
cream.
do this like men.
Fine. Like men.
I have a delivery here?
What the fuck
Okay.
is this?
You guys have fun.
Like,
The
what
year
the
was
fuck kind of Amazon
1939.
commercial was
War
that, man?
raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the
Of
beleaguered
course.
English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh, wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin,
Real name, Thomas D. Jasper Cat. Birth year, 1940. Breed, British Shorthair. Inspired a certain rubber pirate. Wait, really? Tom Cat inspired Luffy? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That he inspired fucking Monkey D. Luffy? How? Portrayed by 11 different voice actors. There are satellites named after both Tom and Jerry. Um, has a look-alike cousin that is scared of mice. Once filled in for Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, and The Wizard of Oz, and many more.
William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tom Cat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is
Across Tom and Jerry's history, Tom has been under various households and owners. As such, these owners can be used to identify the era of the cartoon.
let's say very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my
No, fuck that
well-documented
cat.
hatred of cats, even
He's
I've
being a
got to
dick.
cringe at years of propaganda to convince us
I
to
love
side with
cats.
the
That one was
filthy,
being a douche.
flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has
Yeah.
collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mousekind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around the
Alrighty, conventional weaponry, boomerang, boxing gloves, household objects, gardening equipment, construction site gear, mining tools, and professional weaponry, parachutes, ice skates, wrecking ball, the monocles, right? They're monocles. Or like that's the word that it's trying to monocular, like I don't know. Assuming they mean like actually it's conventional weaponry. So what does it mean by that? Like is he trying to hit him with monocles? I'm confused by that one. If anyone knows in the comments and I'm just an idiot, feel free to explain. Baseball bat, butterfly net, cat toys, detour sign, firework sticks, frying pan, glass cutter, lead pipe, rebar, kitchen appliances, wheel skates, and more. Wartime supply. Bombs, tear gas, gas masks, swords, rapiers, pistols, shotguns, machine guns, landmines, dynamite sticks, gasoline barrels, cannons, miniature rocket, sonar radar, a comical amount of other various firearms and explosives, and more. Special equipment, anti-dog spray, horseshoe magnet, vanishing cream, invisibility potions, invisibility ink, poisonous potions, rewind remote, magic lives potion, smart cap, ogre tooth, wishbone, spring tonic, extra potent vitamins, genie lamp, laser cannon, magic painting, lightning bug, stat boosting perks and potions, fairy star, magic ring, and more.
average American household, like baseball bats, lead pipes,
And guns! Lots and lots of guns. But he's got
Wood, clubs, saws, hammers, mallets, spoons, beams, fishing pole, and more. Magic wand and book of spells, transmutation, Object fusion, levitation, flight, size manipulation, pooping spells, water creation and manipulation, electricity creation and manipulation, flying daggers, snowstorms, magic reflection, trader's curse, and more. Vehicles: the cat car, the cat jet, robocat, remote control rocket, biplane, car, truck, motorboat, and more. And apparel: knight armor, rocket boots, spacesuit, flying suit, jetpack, any disguise he wants, and more.
Wackier things like a magic wand, a robocat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just
Yeah.
the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is
In Tom and Jerry, the Fast and the Furry, really, the cat vehicles, with a K, sliced through Australia, destroyed Mount Everest, swirled the Atlantic Ocean, closed the Grand Canyon, and destroyed the Great Wall of China. Cool. Good to know that kind of shit is in the hands of a cat.
heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Really?
Wiz was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell, where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a tune, but there isn't.
Yeah, a little bit. Alrighty. Hammer space, electricity, physics exemptions, shapeshifting, regeneration, cloning, teleportation, fourth wall awareness and manipulation, levitation and flight, elemental manipulation, extreme temperature resistance, whole movement, imagination actualization, non-corporeal interactivity, sentient art, soul scarring, reality warping, 9 lives, dimensional travel, and
Much of a
many,
limit to
many
what
more.
Tom can do.
They're unstoppable on the field. You're unmovable from the couch. Lock in with 30% off groceries.
Skip.
He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles
Lifted the sun, obliterated a planet-busting asteroid, ruined several countries with his vehicles, dodged lightning and lasers, ran past 2 exosystems, launched into space by an explosion, took Jerry's punishment for 80 years, and defeated Jerry, Butch, Droopy, and the Abyss.
roused the
But he
times
beat
Tom
Jerry?
destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He taked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massive.
Tom scales to Screwy Squirrel and Droopy, having defeated the later in Tom and Jerry the Magic Ring Game Boy Advance video game. Droopy was superior to a criminal that outran the animation reel strip. Screwy Squirrel was fast enough to be in 2 places at once mid-combat.
Faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase. Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game
There's little to suggest that Tom and Jerry slash MGM multiverse contains an infinite cosmos within it. However, the Tree of Life must at least encompass the heavenly abyss and earth realms, as darkness threatened all of Chase's worlds.
lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may
God
grant
damn
us
it.
mere mortals some heavenly push.
No!
Stop.
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck,
Fair enough.
because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
That's a fair point.
Guess what? Definitely.
I don't care right now.
So,
Everybody,
little swag that's our set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
it's time for a death battle!
On the Sparkle Farm, we call this
Really?
the crisp, crack, and fizz. Take it in, let the sparkle open up, real fruit juice coming alive. Use all your senses to enjoy ocean spray sparkling.
How can banks and investment firms unlock the power of AI without compromising control? Enter
I don't know, so don't ask me. House mouse. Mouse asshole kiss. Domestic cat. Felis cactus perpetuus victimus. And snap. Yeah. Fucking Jerry. Greater Roadrunner. Meepus Meepus. Coyote. Canine Smuckus. Fight. Champion Contestius. Would have been funny if after this they did Roadrunner and Jerry, because they ran off together, but pretty sure Roadrunner would destroy Jerry.
You wanna live forever?
Dude. Yeah, obviously. Lost all of his lives. Bro, what? Every time. Every fucking time. Bro, what the fuck? Get back in the YouTube video. Don't look down. Oh. Yeah, not good for you, bro. Oh, that's bad. I guess... Oh, no, they're both still alive. Take this. And this. And some of the... Oh yeah, how about this? See how you like it. Oh, did Tom really win? There we go. Yeah, fuck you. Fucking knew it.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you won.
Oh, thank God one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with you.
Well, the Tree of Life encompasses at least 3 finite universes. The Animator's universe transcends Looney Tunes as a whole, which encompasses an infinite universe, the Serververse, and millions of
Universe-threatening
timelines.
phenomena. But comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile
Even outside of scaling to Roadrunner, Wile outdoes Tom's quantifiable speed feats. His massively faster than light feats are more numerous and impressive, and he scales to lower tier tunes such as Plucky, who are faster than anything in Tom and Jerry, even accounting for Chase.
could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not, even eliminating the devices that have been shown.
Arsenal comparison. Even in enter and exit medium, transmutation, duplication, stat amps, size alteration, teleportation, invisibility, elemental manipulation, wish granting, and reality warping. The advantages that Tom Cat had were the Trader Curse ensured Acme Gear would the Trader Curse ensured that the Acme Gear would fail, and his Smart Cap increased intelligence and odds of winning. But Wile's advantages were that he had better regeneration, full erasure beats just ashes, his magnetism countered Tom's tech, including the Smart Cap, more varied time manipulation, could seal souls, countering Tom's 9 lives, and various forms of mind
To
control.
malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have loony DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the loony ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place: Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's
Acme also plays a substantial role in Wile's failures, potentially even having a hand in all of them. In Cartoon Network's Acme Hour TV spot, he immediately caught the Roadrunner by simply using generic brand equipment.
cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for: Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the
Even outside of the DNA Dissolver, Wile could put Tom down permanently via sealing his soul, freezing him in time forever, or simply hypnotizing him into killing himself. All things Wile can and has done before. In contrast, Tom's only win condition is turning the DNA Dissolver against Wile.
Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
That was a pretty good one. Yeah, I figured he was gonna win. Because, like I said, he only loses to the Roadrunner because, like, that's what's supposed to happen.